All right, so we've wandered around some alleys, and we have finally found where we're going to eat today.
Yes.
This is a place we've actually been recommended by some friends of ours, Pasta Vino. So
it's actually highly recommended by lots of people in this area.
So
as a great date place.
So if you're like me, I'm in Korea and people are recommending an Italian place. I'm a little skeptical, but you know, it might just be nostalgia. People are like, oh, I haven't had pasta in so long. But I'm gonna give it a try. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna get some food.
You're sticking your hands right in my face.
Yes, no one. But we're gonna go in here. We're gonna get some food.
We're gonna have a date.
Yes, and we'll see how it comes out. The garlic bread has arrived. But the eternal question, will it have sugar on it?
I guess one of us is gonna have to find out.
Oh, you're the one on camera, so.
You know, I thought it did, but I don't think it does.
Oh, it might not
wait.
be.
Hold on. There's a light sweetness to it. You're gonna have to taste, Chuck. I think it does. But it's not bad. So like mentally, every time I've thought of garlic bread with sugar, I've thought like this overpowering sweet sugar. But this isn't bad. You need to taste. Do you taste it? It's there, but it's not heavy.
There is a little taste to it. Well, it's not terrible. It's not like overly sweet. So, well, it's better than most places. All right, so food has arrived. This appears to be the chicken doria, which Melissa is hoping is going to be similar to the chicken doria we used to get at that other place.
It's not.
And lasagna.
It's all right. So
well, I mean, it's got rice, it's got chicken. It's just some sort of cream sauce instead of.
I really like that. It had the red sauce. It had the little. Korean peppers in it. I think it had corn in it.
Yeah. Well, this is an Italian place.
I'm gonna need to recreate it. It's just gonna have to happen, Chuck.
Well, let's see how this is. Don't burn yourself on it.
It looks hot. You're gonna have to wait a second. So, it's legit just a rice dish with a cream sauce and chicken.
And maybe some cheese.
And maybe some cheese. A little bit of broccoli in there. To be fair, this does have a good flavor to it, so it's not bad at all. It just wasn't exactly what I had in mind when I ordered it. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I probably wouldn't have tried this had I never tried the other one.
Possibly.
This is really good. This reminds me of, similar to like a fettuccine alfredo with rice instead of noodles, but it's not a fettuccine sauce. It's just a cream sauce. Does that make sense?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get the camera turned around here so I can try the lasagna. All right. I'm gonna try the chicken doria here real quick, since it's right in front of me.
I will cut open your lasagna. That looks really good, by the way. Pretty good.
So yeah, on its own merits, this is a pretty good dish.
Yeah.
I've never had an Italian-style doria before. Just that. What was that place called? Something skillet?
We'd have to go back through our videos and look, since it no longer exists.
Although I'd have to admit their version
Flying
was
pizza or something.
Oh yeah, flying pizza. I think that was it. I'd have to go back through the
our video and see what's in it.
Yeah.
That might be one we have to recreate.
But their version was great, but it probably wasn't an authentic Italian version. So.
All right, who's getting that piece of cheese? Oh, you, babe.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be the one getting it in the face.
Oh, that is actually a really, it's not a bad dish. It's
not
very flavorful.
It's not quite a risotto. It's not quite like an Alfredo or anything. It's, but it's good. It's cream, it's chicken, it's a nice soft rice.
It's got really good flavor to it.
All right. Now on to the rest of it here. Let's get a big old, it's falling apart. It's defective.
Who's defective, you?
Probably. All right.
I think I got all your cheese.
First off, that's mildly soul-searingly hot. But
I like the sauce.
the tomato sauce is really good. It's not very sharp. It's a nice, smooth, rounded flavor.
You like another bite?
Yeah, the pasta's, well, the pasta in it's almost perfectly done.
Pasta is perfectly done. It definitely doesn't taste like it has any ricotta, which we learned recently, or
It's apparently just an American
an
thing.
American thing. More Italians call that a stuffed lasagna. So more Italians use a bechamel instead of the ricotta, which we're going to try at some point.
And don't make as many layers as a lot of Americans do. That's a good flavor. It's a nice, simple lasagna. Cheese isn't too heavy.
So things to note. This would be a date location because these I think were each $17. That
Something
one
like
was,
that.
that one's on a lot bigger of a portion. But this has beef in it. And beef being expensive in Korea is why this one is a little more expensive.
A little more expensive, yeah.
And a little smaller portion.
But the seasoning on it, the tomato flavor,
No, they've done a fabulous job on the seasoning.
it is actually a fabulous, nice, classic lasagna.
So see guys, he does take me on dates that aren't McDonald's.
Hey, there is nothing wrong
No, there is not.
with the Scottish restaurant. McDonald's!
There's also nothing
First
wrong
time I popped that on her, she looked at me like I'd lost my mind.
There's also nothing wrong with going on a date at McDonald's because it's about the time that you spend together, not the amount of money that you spend on your meal. Correct? I ask as you have a full mouth.
I shall defer to your womanly opinions on that matter. I'm just there for chicken nuggies.
So basically what you're saying is I'm right.
I lie, I never get chicken nuggies.
No, I do. Which, by the way, are the best chicken nuggets in McDonald's in Korea. I did a good job with that, didn't I?
She keeps getting me with the cheese. I don't know which one of these I like better. That's a nice, full tomatoey flavor.
I'm glad that we chose one cream and one tomato.
But those are wind up being a little heavy, a little savory.
We're definitely gonna have to walk this off.
And this is a nice lighter, not as, it's savory but not as heavy. I think the chicken flavor offsets the.
You thinking you're gonna smack me in the face with cheese now?
The cheese is abundant.
You can never go wrong with cheese. In a recipe, if they tell you just 1 cup of cheese, then you should question it because it should say as much as you need.
Broccoli. There is broccoli in this.
Can I have the other piece of broccoli? Okay, maybe part of it.
Ooh. You gotta remember to stir because those little pockets of stuff that are under that cheese are still just as damn hot as when it got here.
I think you needed the knife for yours. I say yours, but this is what I actually ordered.
Yeah, this is what you ordered. I'll break these pockets up, get some steam out of it.
I'm gonna put some cheese on my fork here.
I honestly don't know which of these I like better.
I don't know what it is about broccoli and chicken and cheese and pasta sauce, like a cream pasta sauce. It's always good together.
And they cooked it just enough that it's like a little bit browned on the top.
Yes.
And that's... takes 2 people to eat this.
It's cheesy goodness is what it is. That's what we'll call this one. You always love your cheese pull anyways, right?
I do. There's plenty of cheese pull in this video.
The chicken in this is really flavored very well as well. It's not overly seasoned, but seasoned just enough to accentuate the rest of it. So
It's also not overcooked.
No, it's perfectly cooked. So whoever's cooking knows what they're doing.
Kudos to the chef. This is pretty good. So,
My lasagna decided to go back to the cheese.
so we are going to finish eating, and we'll be back.
We'll be back.
All right, so dinner's been had.
He's been had a romantic date.
We're surprisingly
So romantic.
surprisingly impressed by an Italian place in Korea.
It was a nice, cozy location. Very good ambiance.
Very
I think, for
wine
date.
bar-ish.
Yeah,
It reminds me of a wine bar for some reason.
if you're a wine person, I'm sure there was wine. There was wine on the list, but we don't. Yeah, we don't got wine at home.
But hey, lasagna was good. The
chicken doria was
doria
really
was good.
Well, overall, we were very pleased with our meal.
No complaints there.
We will be back for another date at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe even order some pizza online because they do have pizza, and I'd like to try that out.
Yeah. So that's another one from us. Like, subscribe, do the internet stuff, and we'll see y'all later.